Hi everyone, and welcome to today's Story of the Blues. Ideally today should have been our last away game of the season, away at Oxford City, making our first visit to their ground, but we still don't know what's happening with the Halifax scenario. I'll go more into that later on, but what I do know is, despite how the table looks because of these postponements, we still do have a slight outside chance of getting in the playoffs. Yes, that little glimmer of hope. It's a hope that kills. And as I always say with Oldham Athletic, expect the unexpected. I'm fairly confident we'll win today against an already relegated Oxford City. We also need results. We need Aldershot to lose. We need Halifax to lose. And Southend have got themselves back into playoff contention as well, so we could do with them losing. But more about the playoff running later on. So I'm going to try and simplify the state of play as it stands. Barnet are guaranteed a top 3 finish. Now, Bromley currently in third face Solihull today, who beat Bromley last week in the FA Trophy. Now, if Bromley win, it means Solihull can only get third place if Bromley lose each the game, and Solihull can also better the goal difference, which is currently Bromley plus 20, Solihull plus 11. Bromley also have an extra game in hand left to play. Now, as we go down, there's other teams that can catch them. A win today would put Solihull above Bromley into third place. Now, Altrincham could still get third place, but we need Bromley and Solihull to lose all their games. Aldershot need one more win to be sure of a playoff spot or an Aldershot defeat. Gateshead could still finish second or third, but Gateshead would need Barnet to lose every game, plus Bromley and Solihull if they want to finish third. They only need one win to guarantee a playoff spot, or again, Aldershot to lose. They also have to face Aldershot and Bromley on the last day of the season. Now, Halifax could still finish third if they win every game they play, including us, but today they face Barnet. Aldershot, again, could finish as high as fourth as it stands with 3 games left to play. Again, they need every team above them to drop points. And I think the way the fixtures work out, it's not really possible. Southend have got themselves back in the running. They have 2 games left, and a win could see them get 7th place, but they need us and Halifax to draw, and Aldershot to lose, and Halifax and us to lose the remaining games. So, for us, the only way we can is we need all these teams to lose, Aldershot, Halifax and Southend, and we need to win every game. Gateshead, we could level on points, but they have got a massive goal difference in their favour, which means it does, well, it looks unlikely anyway, it's a big if, but that's how it stands at the moment. At the bottom, Dorking had a massive blow the other night, losing to Maidenhead. Despite being 2-0 up, they lost 4-2, which now means the likelihood of them staying up is very unlikely. They could be relegated today if they lose and Boreham would win. Kidderminster still have a chance, but with 6 points, again, it's looking highly unlikely. A win for York or Wealdstone today, and it's really looking very, and Kidderminster lose, it would look very impossible as they'd only be able to then get 49 points. Boreham Wood occupy 21st place. They had a game against Rochdale called off. They have got to face Aldershot today, but they've got 3 games left, and they can still get 56 points, which would take them possibly up to 13, 12, but again, they need other teams to drop points. So a few of them will just be wanting that win just to reassure themselves. Well, Storm got that win the other night. They have changed manager. They're currently on 19th and have still got 3 games left to play, including today. Woking have got 2. Eastleigh have got 3 games. But I think, personally, it's between Boreham Wood, York, Wealdstone, Ebbsfleet and Woking. But I'd probably say Ebbsfleet and Woking are more likely to be safe. Now, what's been said about what's going on with Halifax? They're playing 2 league games at Accrington, but the Accrington chairman said on Twitter that the police wouldn't let Oldham play there. So, and it needs sorting. I understand there's issues between the council and the rugby club and Halifax itself, but especially if you get into the Football League, you can't be cramming games in like this. The FA's seen sense in giving Cole in the North West Counties League and extension. We saw the Gateshead fiasco with Aldershot the other night, and then they played Fylde yesterday. And we also know now that the game with Chesterfield's been brought forward. For me, a bit of common sense is needed from the FA. You've got an FA Trophy final, play that after the Champions League final. I know it's been all geared up for Wembley and UEFA have these stipulations, and that's understandable, but get your league campaign out the way, get the playoffs played, think players' welfare. Don't get me wrong, we know we will may say, oh, players get paid too much and stuff. At the end of the day, a lot of these players are non-league players. Some of them are part-time. They're going to be playing 7, 4 or 5 days a week. And to be fair, with the weather, it will take its toll. Halifax can't be blamed for the level of rain. I cannot remember a season where it's been so much rain. I actually enjoyed last week in Rochdale wearing one of my summer jackets because I've got quite a few. Oh, on another note, I'm not going in fancy dress today. I just made that decision. I'm not up for it. I've not heard anyone else say they're doing it either. And the way the season's gone, it's just, I've got no appetite for it. You never know. If Halifax is played on Thursday, we'll see. We don't know where it's going to be played. I've heard every ground listed. I'm half expecting someone to say it's going to be played on a moon or Clayton playing fields, or they'll settle it with a game of table football or rock, scissors and papers, maybe. But they need to learn from this, both the National League and mainly the FA. I know the FA have to sort the leagues out below, and that's perfectly understandable, but rushing a season through like we have done, it seems like the season's finishing earlier and earlier. I understand the National League, like the EFL, they want to make money out of the playoffs, they want the publicity. And again, I'm all for an expanded playoffs, because you look this year, how many teams have had something to play for, where otherwise they've been in no man's land for weeks on end. But it needs looking at. Oxford City are already relegated, and since the 27th of January when they beat Ebbsfleet, I've only won one game since then, and that was a couple of weeks back against Wealdstone, and have since lost to Barnet. And you look at the form, and you look at Oldham, we need to end this bad run of games. 3 losses on the row, 1 win in 11. It's not good enough. Playoffs or no playoffs, we should be winning games, we should be going for it. And early this season, we put 5 past these. And if we don't win today, serious questions will be asked of that squad, and it could turn nasty. I'm hopeful it's not, even if it's just a basic win, that will do. Maybe knowing that there's still a chance of something will give the players that much needed lift. Sometimes a late run of form, just that little bit of luck, can spur the team on. By all accounts, the players stayed in Oxford last night. Seems like everyone on my Facebook friends list had a night down there. I did stay in Oxford. Sorry. A few years back when we played them, and it was a good Oxford United that was. And that was a good little night out. And I'm on the coach stay from the Low House. As expected, there's been a few dropouts with the way the season's gone, but it should still be a decent day out. Still be a good number of us. Quite a few have gone in corporate who were worried about demand for tickets early in the season. And it's a new ground still. Will we play these ever again? I don't know. Hopefully if we do, it will only be in an FA Cup or FA Trophy tie. I have been to this ground before. It was for a rugby league match back in 2000 in the Emerging Nations Championship. So it'll be interesting to see what the ground's like now compared to what it was then. Quite an interesting history to them. They were founded in 1882 and are actually older than Oxford United, who were formerly known as Lincoln United, if you see it mentioned. Last season, they won the National League South playoff final. They beat St Albans. I've actually been to their ground in 2000 for a rugby league game between USA and Canada. It was called Courtfield Farm, but it's also known as Marsh Lane. Now it holds just over 3,000 fans. The runners include a 1905-06 FA Amateur Trophy. They've won the Oxford Senior Cup on numerous times. They've actually got a European trophy to name, a tournament in 1921 called Tony the Paquis du Stade Français. Now, I'll look more into this when we play them away, but it actually looks like at the time it's quite a big, prestigious trophy. Obviously, there was Spartan Midlands Premier League champions in 1992-93, the same year we played in the first ever Premier League. There were Ismail, or as it's known now, Ryman League champions, Division 1 champions, 1995-96. There There was Southern League Division 1 and West South playoff winners in 2008, and in 2012 there was Southern League playoff winners. The third place in the National League South last year was their highest ever finish in a league campaign, and they're also FA Fars finalists in 1994 to 95. Now what's interesting, 3,100 saw them play St Albans in that playoff final last year, which is the record attendance for their crowd. Now, today will be the highest crowd they've ever played in front of in a competitive league game at Boundary Park. When we play them away, if we've got something to play for, we could quite easily set the record for the highest ever crowd at their stadium. Obviously, the club's had its up and downs over the years. It was affected from its White Horse Ground in 1988, but in 1990 it was Spartan Midland League Division 1 champions. So obviously they have had a few promotions and relegations since then. An interesting one is in 1999 they played Wickham 3 times in the FA Cup. Now, the first replay was abandoned just as they got to penalties when someone set the fire alarm off, obviously when it was replayed at Oxford Manor Road. They lost, but they played Alfchurch 6 times many years ago in a replay, and obviously they drew on the previous 5 before losing. In 2017-18, they knocked Colchester out. The first time they knocked a Football League side out. The following round, they lost to Notts County due to injury time goal. The following season, played Tranmere Rovers and drew 3-3 at home. Obviously, they lost the replay at Prenton Park. And in 2020-21, saw them play Northampton Town. Obviously, they knocked them out as well. England's 1966 World Cup winning captain Sir Bobby Moore once managed these. Also, look out for ex-Oldham player Josh Parker, who wasn't that big successful as I weren't a fan of him, but since then has played at numerous clubs and seems to have found his feet at Oxford City and scored a good number of goals for them last season in their promotion push. Brilliant breakfast, miniature one. I'm going to scoff this. Luton, Norwich as well. Everyone's here today. Lots of football fans. This place is too fucking posh for the likes of Oldham fans. Far too posh. Good pub this with pre-match drinks with Juice Club, Albert, Erin, Oxford and the landlord's an Oldham fan as well. Prediction for today?
I reckon it'll be 3-1 Latics.
Right, thank you. Adam, prediction for today?
I reckon anything less than 3-0 is a failure.
Right, fair play, mate. Prediction for today's side?
5-2 to Oldham Athletic Football Club.
Brilliant. What's your prediction for today? And don't say getting totally pissed, because that's too easy.
25 pints.
And your scoreline prediction?
3-1 Oldham.
Good. On a Saturday, what we have to do is just go out and win, whether we have a playoff challenge or not. It's about pride and playing for something. So don't underestimate Oxford. Let's not sit back. Let's just go out. I think we'll beat these. They've won 2 games since January, and let's just cling to hope and pray to the footballing gods that we can get a miracle done. Go on, Oldham. It's been a while since we've been here. Rugby league game last in 2000. Very basic ground, but I can't remember how much different it is from when I last came, so it was 2000. An absolute tight squeeze to get in through there now. God help us all and the fat bastards here. Feels like I'm at a festival, not a football match. City at home. Come on, away, come on, Oldham.
I think it was when Anna popped her head in.
Yeah, we stayed in that. Yeah, it's quite a nice hotel. It's all brand new in it.
Get in there!
Oh,
That's worse than reading a book.
come on. We'll tackle him.
Get a foot on it!
I brought my serial killer.
Clear it.
But
Put him through. Oh. Lots of kids, man, who's ready now.
No pressure, Oldham.
That's when we're not pressing the keeper. Go to the corner.
if I want you to the toilet, because then
Chasing fucking shadows.
Not they're too afraid to put a challenge in half of them. This is the thing, like teams come out also. Oh.
You don't even mark them close, do you? Foul. No, lay it off, lay it off. Fucking hell, fire skills. Hit the fucker.
It's it. Oh, good save.
It's it. It is fucking. He's not a midfield player. In a way, I feel sorry for him. Look at him. What does he add to the game? What's he
It's not
doing
a
here?
flat atmosphere.
He's a midfield
Does have a
player.
feel of a pre-season friendly, just the end of the season affair, but Halifax are currently losing 2-0, so if we get a goal, it still gives us hope. I know it's clutching straws, but
was the manager with him? Was he really?
I thought Halifax should have been relegated. They've looked a better team. Thinking like he's a striker or somebody to kill a touch.
Outside, outside! Close him, close him!
That seems not to shoot, actually.
Don't foul him.
I know Josh Parker's not playing, he's the top goal scorer at Oldham.
Frank just has to listen to them, doesn't he? Feels like he has to listen to them.
It's like watching Oldham again and playing it back.
He'll get that forward,
Oh,
That's right through her
Hoofing it and play it on the ground.
Got a
midfield. That's on the midfield all season. Got 5 centre halves that's why we swing.
I've only got 4 on today. Oh, 3. No, I've only got 3 on today.
We've only got 2 on bench.
Man on!
Nil-nil, it's flat. It feels like a pre-season friendly. If Fox were like a decent striker, they'll score 2 or 3 by now. Most people are already pissed it off to the pub. Veggie Pasty have heard good reviews about this. This ground reminds me half of Dork and half of Forest Green.
What, around 3 or 4 of us? That's a bad tackle, that. That were a bad tackle, that one.
Halifax losing, Gateshead winning, Oldham winning, and Southend are winning. They're just playing like we're kicking about in the park for fun. If someone could drill it into scores, in fact that still actually could get above them. Such death, but then that's challenges going in here. It's not putting pressure, it's challenging and just
You'll
hitting hope.
never push anybody forward when you've got fucking...
Look at them playing it on the ground. And
Well, McGay's playing centre half now, isn't he?
Well done, what?
Come on, Oldham! No, just posted and rebound wide. Best chance for all game. Hopefully, still give him a bit of more determination and eagerness to put it right. Hope she's had a chance, put it wide, but looking now like we're starting to be certain starting to actually try to tap the goal.
Come
Southend
on!
have just gone 2-0 up as well.
Come on, Oldham! Come on, Oldham!
Come on, give
Go
it a
straight in.
shot.
Oh, left foot straight in. Left foot straight in, far post.
Come on.
Oh,
Vinci beat the... more players than us, or what?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Closer, closer, you're too far off him. Why pick McGee in middle of midfield and then put him at centre back?
Somebody be on pitch, Dave.
I know that, but well, he could do. If he started him off at the centre back, I'd be happy. Well, happier. But to play him in midfield, he's got no fucking midfield skills. Yeah.
Shows to me he's got no faith in the midfield players he's got in the midfield players that he's brought in.
Fucking juggernaut turning around. Who was that?
That's got fucking mooning back, that fucker. He's still in. No fire. They look like my fucking dustbin man fucking coming round. Keeper!
When it,
Fucking ball, yeah, haven't we?
no, again we're losing the second balls, the follow-up balls.
Look where fucking Hogan is, our centre half captain.
I bring it forward,
I'm over fucking there.
play it on the ground, play it through the middle.
Again!
What the fuck is that?
To the ball. Nobody got on it, did
Come in here, Garner, for fuck's sake. Come on, bring it.
Made some brilliant saves today, to be fair.
Conlon, make yourself available! Fucking hell, don't do anything. Go to him, don't run away from him! No. He's offside. On the ball!
Come on!
Come on, Lassie!
How you doing, mate? How's the
Here we go, come on! Well, Tom, this is a ground I've never been on before.
I don't know if you'd be wishing to come back.
Hey!
FA Trophy next year when we play them.
The size of this guy who just brought up at this end. Must be 7 foot.
I've got back reflex.
Oh,
We're still
bet that dog's enjoyed it more than we have today. Absolutely now. Go on, Thatcher. Forward him.
Good throw, great throw. Nobody near it. Absolutely nobody anywhere near it. Put it in that box now.
Oh, thanks, enough now. Back in the net, but it's been disallowed by the ref. Looks like 0-0, disappointing, not good enough. Shite. I've seen enough.
You don't care, so I fuck's great.
What you scared of, you soft bastards? You find your face.
These Hudson's short. So, 0-0 away at Oxford City, 0-0 away at part-time Oxford City, 0-0 at already relegated Oxford City, 0-0 away at Oxford City, who've conceded over 90 goals, 0-0 away at Oxford City, when we knew Halifax losing. Up until maybe the last 15 minutes or so, we barely challenged them, we barely did anything. Oxford City had chances that McLaren isn't a bad little player for him, but they lacked an actual goal scorer. They were trying to walk the ball in, but for us, we didn't have any urgency, we didn't raise the tempo, We did play it on the ground enough, and to me, that's just not good enough. The towel was thrown in already. Even that faintest hope of trying to get a playoff place, we should have gone for it. We should have been eager to it. I know Hope's goal was disallowed injury time, but it was a clear on ball on the away end. There weren't even that animosity of, oh, ref or nothing. Everyone just accepted it. And again, it's bad at the reaction to scenes from fans, but you can't blame the frustrations. A lot of fans stayed in the bar area, some for the full match. And it's just a reflection of the season as it stands. And the thing is, Aldershot lost again. So it means, as I said then, Aldershot kicked off after we'd finished. But it means, again, we still have this faint little hope. If Halifax lose on Tuesday and we beat Halifax on Thursday, and Aldershot don't win their game in hand, we now know the Halifax game will be played at Chesterfield of all grounds. We were told this by a few people at the game on Saturday. I would have actually gone to it if I could do, but I can't do, I've got work. But a lot of people saying, oh, we're not going to it. I'll tell you now, if we have something to play for on Thursday, I can see a lot of people, well, not a lot, but people changing their mind and still going down. But if not, it could be the lowest crowd we've played in front of this season away from home. But if you do go, I'm not going to slate, I'm not going to go. I've got no need to. Go, enjoy it, cheer the lads on. If you don't go, you don't go. That's life, that's football. And that concludes this week's Story of the Blues. Fingers crossed that Ebbsfleet gets something against Halifax, Gateshead beat Aldershot, and come Thursday night we get the win, and we can just hope that come Saturday we still have something to play for. Come on Oldham, I'm Tommy Oldham, see you on the terraces.